Yes, ladies and gentlemen, Vibe with Five is back and we have a special guest today. When we do competitions, you need to get involved so you can end up like Luke Bowden. Come inside, man. The winner of our Livescore and 5 studio competition.
Here he is. Straight from Bristol. Straight from Bristol.
And you guys that haven't been part of it, you're missing out. You could be this man right here.
He's not an Arsenal fan, it's cool.
Oh, man. He happens to be a United fan. Which,
I thought you was a Bristol Rovers fan, you told me earlier.
Well, I brought up with Bristol Rovers around my granddad, but my dad's side is Man United as well.
Oh, okay, cool. You missed that bit out.
You keep local and then you have your main side as well.
Okay, cool. I like it.
Palace and Arsenal. Listen, Luke, we've got a special gift for you. Bam!
Wow.
A Manchester United shirt. And look, it's got to get signed by the man himself.
Come on, let's go.
Rio, we've got to do this live on air, man. Yeah. This is the one.
To be really honest.
Have you got this kit, Steve?
Someone sent me one, yeah, but I'm not watching it.
Oh, man. This is a moment, this is. Look at that.
So Luke, yeah?
Yeah.
Luke. Look at that right there. The last time you won the league.
What'd you call him?
Right there. Right there. You got to frame that. You got to frame that because you ain't winning the league for another 20 years.
Good to see you, man. Thanks for the support. We need supporters, man. So it's good. Appreciate you, man.
And you know what? We
watches every show.
Every show. Him and the boys as well. His football team that he plays for and that. Who are they? You want to shout them out?
Yeah, Wessex Wanderers. They're from Bristol as well.
He said they'll bang up your team, he said.
Yeah.
He said that's what he said.
Bring up.
Also, the winner
Stephen Paddock are getting called out live on.
Oh boy, say it up. The winner of the Livescore 6 shirt competition is Antony K. Please look out for a message from the 5 team and we will send you your shirt. Look, I'll be real. I'm struggling to say his surname and you guys are going to have to help me.
I'll say Antony K. Commodicus.
Commodicus. Is that, yeah? You. Make sure you're checking your messages. Steve?
This weekend, Livescore 6 are offering you another chance to win £250,000. And all you got to do is predict 6 scores. I'm going to be honest here, right? We are failing on this in a big way. Yeah, but so are some of the teams, man, because some teams are... Anyway, right, if you want to get...
Brighton letting us down.
Do you know what I mean?
Brighton.
And Liverpool, 250k without spending a penny. It's a no-brainer if the teams play the game.
Right, listen, Joel, what's the score? What was the Arsenal score this week? Luckily, guys, you listened to me and Steve on that Livescore 6 prediction. So for a chance to compete against the Vibe with Vive team here, click the Livescore link in the description, download the app and sign up to Livescore 6. Predict the 6 scores for a chance to win big.
Only in the UK and Ireland, and you have to be over 18 to enter. Full T's and C's apply. Tune in to the end of the show where we will be sharing our Livescore 6 predictions for this week.
You know what it is? It's a Vibe with Five, and you already know this.
So yes, ladies and gentlemen, we are back for another week of A Vibe with Five. It's a little bit somber this week for me.
Why is it?
It's just a somber.
The vibes are okay in here right now.
The refereeing decisions. We're going to go into that.
You've been a disgrace this weekend in the groups. Non-existent.
Absolute disgrace.
Imagine your club putting a statement out for something that was looked at by about 45 minutes.
And they got it wrong.
It was pathetic. How did they get it wrong?
And they got it wrong.
Which bit was wrong?
It was a foul. It was out of play.
A foul?
Yes, it was a foul.
Listen,
we're going to get out. Listen, there's a random person in saying that no one knows that we have to introduce, first of all. Myself, Joel Player, Stephen Nelson, Rio Ferdinand, and our friend Jack that we're always shouting out when we mention Fulham. He's finally here. We were all at the game, well, minus Steve. We were at the Fulham game on Saturday, and you caught you slipping. You and your ultras, Fulham ultras. You know,
how many of them were there?
Like 3.
2 or 3 of us.
Heavy.
You're lucky you made it there.
We used to call him Championship Jack back in the day because yo-yo team, like they got.
Not anymore though.
Yeah,
we're here to stay. We're comfy in the Premier.
Cool.
Yeah, you are.
Premier League Jack.
Yeah. You lost a bet last year, didn't you?
I had to pay him 100 quid.
Is it?
Yeah. Tell you what, that 100 they felt nice.
Yeah.
Felt nice.
Man United 1, Fulham 0.
Can I say we're in a group? Yeah, Jack's in the group. There's a few of us on different, like a few guys on the different shows and stuff. And Jack was going off. He was not happy, bro. He was not happy.
Fuming. I was fuming.
Why?
Smash and grab.
What,
pure smash and grab from you lot. It was. Come on. What did you lot do in that game? Be realistic.
Oh, beat you.
Yeah, I know. I was saying to Lee's though, I had to put my phone on. That's how much we got robbed. I had to put it on after the game. I was like, I need to find what's going on here. But nah, it was long. I think The way in which we conceded that goal last minute was horrendous. Should have cleared that ball like 3 or 4 times.
Palhinha, your star player, Palhinha.
Listen. Let's not try and act like he didn't dominate the game before that. He was.
Who, Palhinha?
Yeah.
He didn't dominate.
He didn't dominate, did he? He had a really good game.
He defensively played really
He had a lot
well.
of work to do.
Yeah, he had a lot of work to do.
He defensively played well, but
He's brilliant. I told you.
I think he's one of the best DMs in the league without the ball.
Thank you.
You know, you're going to put Rodri ahead of him. You're going to put Rodri ahead of him because of his ball playing ability. But like, if you're a team outside the top 6 that wants to protect the back 4,
can he play for a top 6 team? Do you think?
100%. He walked straight into your team.
He has got a ball player.
He walked straight into your team.
Do you reckon?
Straight into your team. Well, you got about what? 30.
What?
Don't go anywhere.
Right now it's Scott McTominay holding tight, isn't it? So,
oh, mate. No. Listen, United. Listen, all jokes aside, I've been winding you up the last couple of days, but like we weren't putting up any trees. We weren't like a team that you look like come to Fulham and like drag the 3 points off you. We did steal them, but at the end of the day, you got to ride your luck in games like that, and we did ride moments. And then when the moment came for someone to step up, Bruno steps up with a really important goal, man.
And it was a captain's goal as well. It's ironic, isn't it? Especially with what Rokin was saying the week before and stuff like that. I think it was fitting. Again, I don't think he had like the greatest game I've ever seen, but I reckon your best players were Nana and Harry Maguire. But
can we just shout out Harry Maguire? Because he's come under a lot of scrutiny on this show. No, listen, I've shouted him. I, when he ain't played well, I've said it. Obviously, he's very obvious. I think he's quite... he's been affected by it, and I don't mean that in a bad way. I just think that it's difficult not to be affected nowadays with the amount of social media. You can't turn your phone up. Every time you pick your phone up, there's memes and that. And I think he's been through a hell of a lot of that stuff. Yeah. But to show the character and resilience he has to come back, and he's put in some big performances in the recent weeks. The weekend, he got concussed, it looked like, in the first minute of the game. Played on. The referee said he looked a little bit jaded again. Asked the physio to come on. He got through it. And in games like that, that's where you need players, your centre half, to perform. Away, Fulham, hard game. You feel centre halves have got to perform well. He was a standout. I thought standout player, other than Bruno scoring that goal. So testament to Harry Maguire, who I have been very critical of, but I think justified.
He's got a couple of attributes that suit certain styles of games. Where if it's a lot of aerial balls, they're attacking the box in that sort of sense. He does look good because he wins a lot of a freakish amount of stuff in the air.
Yeah, his head's hench, isn't it?
Yeah, but I think if you start playing the balls to the left and right of him in the channel behind him, there's runners off him and stuff like that, and he's playing a higher line, I think he gets exposed in those situations. So I think the run of games that we've had, he's been fortunate, in terms of how those games have kind of come about. But I'm glad.
Let him enjoy the games, man.
I would say if we had a proper striker on there on Saturday,
Mitrovic scores too.
You're missing him in a big way.
Big time. We had Muniz who played 3 games with Mitrovic.
He was crying when he come off. Is he alright?
Yeah, probably because he was realising I'm terrible.
That's out of order. I think he got injured, didn't he?
Yeah, he got injured. Shout out Muniz. I'm not trying to hate on you, but you're a championship striker.
Right.
But big up to him. Jimenez, Carlos Vinicius, big up them. They're both championship strikers as well. But that's the thing. I think in games like that where Mitrovic would have caused havoc.
Yeah, it shows.
It caused so much havoc. And I think if we had an outlet up top, it would have been a different game. But it's true. I think I agree with the Maguire stuff. It's like in certain games, he suits certain styles of teams and different types of teams that he plays. And I think, it was... I'm still burning, bro. I can't even know. I'm sitting here talking.
I can feel it.
Yeah, I can feel it. Can you feel the...
You still got Willian, though. He's still producing bits.
Yeah, but he
looks tired sometimes in the final third, man. He does what he does, but it's not the same Willian.
My dad, he's old.
You can see that when he does.
But your moments, though, a lot of it does come through him. Them big moments.
He creates attacks, but then once we get in the final third, he doesn't really do that much anymore. And I think sometimes he's there and he's thinking, I should have just gone Saudi, bro. Do you know what I mean? He's there trying to run past Dallo.
That is a hell of a shout. If he's the quintessential, I'm off to Saudi.
It's him. No, shout out Willian, though.
He's got another year in it and he's going to go. He's going to bounce.
He was going to go this summer.
Yeah, I reckon he bounces.
I want to talk about the key moments. Scott McTominay, goal disallowed. Should it have been disallowed?
No,
yes or no?
It should have been. I think it was harsh, personally. If I'm being like,
I'd be gutted with it as well. I would be if I was playing, but at the same time, if the rules are the rules, I think he does impinge the defender. The defender is looking at Harry Maguire. He's challenging with Harry Maguire because Harry Maguire's there, so he is impacting that phase of play for me. great ball cross, and I think I would have been gutted if I was a United player, but I do understand it from the rules that we're going by.
But it's the interfering with play thing is a subjective thing, isn't it? Whereas offside's obviously not subjective, apart from the does he interfere with play. But you've got to question yourself this. Does Harry Maguire, 18 yard out, have an unfair advantage? The guy's well slow. Like, he's not getting an unfair advantage there. Like, I've been saying it for ages, man. Fat lines for everyone. Because you should have this margin of error. Like, they're level, right? They're level.
Yeah. No, I don't think he's not offside, is he?
They're level.
It's the challenge, really.
They're level. There should be a huge margin of error. Fat lines for all.
I know this boy. That's why I'm laughing. Oh man! Look, okay. So we've spoken about a few of the top performances. So Rashford doesn't play. They say it's because of injury. You know the inside scoop and a lot of things, Steve.
I have no idea.
It's not because he went out. He was reportedly out like last week on his birthday and stuff like that. Doing a madness.
I mean, we've played since then, haven't we? And obviously, he didn't feature then. And I don't know. Ten Hag strikes me as the kind that I'll just tell you. Yeah, he went out, so we've dropped him.
Yeah.
I don't think so. I don't think so. After that whole Sancho thing, he don't want smoke.
Yeah, but every single incident that has come up, big incidents as well, he's just gone fronted it in front of the media. Why is he going to change now?
I think he handled the Sancho situation so badly that he don't want the smoke. The reason why I know this is because I always said from the get-go, after that game, you've just got slapped 3-1 by Arsenal, and then you come out, and then it's almost like you've deflected the situation.
He's asked
it. Yeah, he's asked it, but there's other ways he could have answered it.
But I don't think he was ready for that to be premeditating
that's
that.
That's his
but
problem.
he weren't premeditating.
He should have. You've spent 80 million on the guy. They're going to ask you questions if you don't play. If he's not in the squad, they're going to ask you.
Yeah, but what's wrong with answering that question?
After that game, you played Crystal Palace. I think it was in the League Cup, right? They asked him again, is the situation with Sancho sorted or not? He goes, I'm only going to talk about players who are involved in the squad, which is the answer he should have gave the first time round. That's a man that's learned that he made a mistake last time because it was all going wild. Now,
so you think he was dropped from the squad this weekend, Rashford, and then was told to say it's an injury?
I don't know, but I'm saying that could be the case.
It's a bit convenient that he's injured.
Last 2 games.
Yeah.
Rio, this guy.
Yeah, but that's cutting off a nose to spite your face. I get it 1 game, not 2 games.
Why not? Why not?
Has he missed 2 games?
Have you been in
play against?
Well, you got to think because this isn't going out.
Has he missed 2 games?
Did he play Newcastle?
He didn't play against Newcastle.
He didn't play against
Came off the
Newcastle.
bench, I think.
Yeah, that was
like so. You've got that's the game that you drop him for and don't bring him on, which you didn't do.
Maybe.
Right? And also, he went out after a game. You can say, and he went for his birthday party, which was pre-booked. Like, this isn't going and just having a mad one and not turning up for training. They would have had the day off on Monday. Like, I understand and agree with most United fans saying don't go out when we've just lost to City. And we literally spoke about this before we went on air. The chances are that China White's full of City players right after they've just beat us.
You went China White. I think you went China White. But we were saying before, like,
just go to your house.
You're playing City, yeah?
Right.
The mad one for me is that you're playing City, and at the moment, they're favourites in every game we play against them. So you think yourself, right, am I really going to book a party? Because I don't know what the result's going to be. Because
his mum did it.
If we lose, but his mum might have done it. But listen, boy, I'll be honest with you. My mum booked enough parties for me, enough dinners and stuff like that for me, and she knew the score that if we lost. I had mates come up from London sometimes to Manchester, 30, 40 handed sometimes. Yeah, organised, got tables.
Long journey.
Ain't coming out, bruv. What? You know, we can't get in without you though, bruv. No, I'm not coming in.
They're going to go Wetherspoons instead.
No, them quick ones. No. And I just go ghost. But sometimes I would go out, but it's also just understanding the temperature of what the situation is, isn't it? It's understanding the timing, man.
Yeah,
I think that's the key thing.
Well.
If you're not playing well, not scoring goals, and it's City. Last season, he's going out every week.
Do what you want to do. He went to the States and
you can't chat to him. Yeah, you can't chat to him.
Go to New York, man.
It's just all timing. It's all about timing, man. But I don't think this is a situation where the manager's going, you ain't playing for 2-3 games because you went out on that day. I don't think it's a disciplinary thing. I just think it's a culture thing.
People are seeing 1 + 1 and equaling.
Yeah, it's long. It's too much.
First of all, I don't care that much.
People like you are giving it too much. Like you're trying to look for an angle, bro. He's injured. That's it.
I'm saying I don't trust what I don't trust what Ten Hag says though. It's not really this.
Has he lied to you before?
Well, he's lied about the Cristiano Ronaldo situation.
What did he lie about?
David De Gea.
What did he lie about?
Let's not do this.
What did he lie about? What lie?
This man.
Bring your receipts.
Cristiano's part of every single plans that I want, brother. He was freezing him out from the moment he walked in.
And the plan was that he's on the bench. What's your problem?
He was freezing him out, and then he said David De Gea, we want him to stay. Next thing you know, look at the way he ended the contract, bro.
Yeah, but they put a contract on the table.
He was offered a contract though.
So when he said that, he probably did. But then when Onana got the green light, he went, anyway, give me that.
Nah, come on, you can't do that.
Well, they
can't do that.
Onana was probably second best player at the weekend as well.
Yeah, he was. No, he was good.
He's back.
Yeah,
so
he was right.
should we talk about Onana because you had so much to say those first couple
We can do that as long as we talk about Rio's words to Ten Hag afterwards as well, because I saw the TNT interview and you questioned his style of play to see if Man United have one or not. You know, currently I don't think you do. But what?
Oh yeah, I didn't see that. We spoke about this last week, didn't you? So what?
Yeah, no, I asked him. I just said to him, like, are you? When are we going to see Erik Ten Hag style of football here at Man United consistently? And he said, like, listen, with all due respect, last season, I said, no, last season, I get it. We were winning games and you could start to see something, but this season we haven't seen it. And he was like, listen, injuries. Basically what he said, we've had a lot of injuries. I haven't been able to put the same team out, especially the back four out, week in, week out, just like getting some rhythm. And I think he's justified in that. We had the back four, the first choice back four hasn't been available. Do you know what I mean? Harry Maguire and Johnny Evans, if someone said to you that before the season started, those two would line up in a game, everyone would, like, he's laughing.
I thought it was a deep fake when he came
No, but everyone would have gone like, no chance.
I thought it was AI, bro. I thought it was AI.
Joe, I think that's a valid excuse.
I thought it was a testimonial.
Yeah, I think it is.
But then when I look at the likes of Newcastle's reserve team that came to Old Trafford midweek, and
no, but it's different. Newcastle, when you're a team on the crest of a wave and confidence is flowing through your football club, it's very much easier to be putting out a second string, a first string almost away anywhere, because the confidence is flowing through the club. Everyone's confident. Man United players, the most experienced, most effective players in the squad, are on their knees almost in terms of confidence. So you can bring in anybody and they're going to have to work really hard to get a good performance out of individuals coming in the team, because looking around them, I'm looking for someone to pull me through a game. No one's been able to do it this season for us because they're not confident, regardless of ability.
Fixture list for you.
Yeah, we got a good run of games, man. On paper, don't guarantee anything.
On paper, though, is it?
Copenhagen away, mate. They're a good team, decent team.
Rowdy bunch there.
Yeah, hard place to go, brother. I got beat there 1-0 one time.
But then this is where it gets a bit rough. You know, we go Galatasaray. This is the
Hold on, we got Everton away, by the way.
Yeah, don't worry about them. Then we got a free run. You got a nice 3-hit game.
Clip that up.
But then it gets
away.
Then you go Galatasaray
away.
Newcastle away, Chelsea at home, which toss a coin, Bournemouth at the weekend of that, and then Bayern, and then Liverpool.
And West Ham away.
Yeah, real special expressions of change now, mate.
Bro, they're hard games, man. I thought it was an easy run of games for a little while.
You just saw the first 3 and 4. Yeah, we're living nice.
Yeah, this is rough.
Tough, man.
This is rough.
But hopefully we start getting some players back and get some consistency of selection of players, and then we can start moving, because that's what Erik Ten Hag told me, man. I believe him.
Before we move on to player ratings, because I want to know player ratings from this
player ratings
game. Yes, I want to know player ratings.
What sort of content?
Yes, I want player ratings. Onana, you wanted to big up your boy.
7 out of 10 this week, solid.
Yeah.
Yep. No skirmishes, no scuffing, no question marks about anything. Save what you meant to save.
He's had a few weeks where he's pulled off difficult saves that you probably wouldn't expect him to save.
That Wilson save was a great save.
Yeah,
second half, I think.
Yeah, he definitely kept United in the game. I do think some of them are a bit theatrical, if I'm honest with you.
You are just looking at things like through the Arsenal lens all the time.
Saying,
a bit of panto.
A little bit.
He was our best player when we lost 3-0.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, big saves.
I thought, no, he did well. Like, I'm not knocking it, but some of them I think,
Harry Maguire was an 8 out of 10, easy.
Yeah.
Best player for us.
Yeah. Johnny Evans?
7 out of 10. Done what he needed to do.
Wan-Bissaka?
7 out of 10. Solid.
Maybe even 7.5. Actually,
yeah. He's defensively really good, isn't he?
He actually looked quite effective with the ball.
With the ball,
as well.
yeah.
Dallo?
6 and 5.
I think he might have to come and have a seat next to the manager.
6.5. Do you? Yeah. Do you?
I just see errors in him.
Errors.
Do you not see errors?
Don't know, you know.
I mean, to be fair to him, he's not a left back, is he? But
Well,
I mean,
I think he's been
he is.
alright.
doesn't play there consistently, does he?
He's both.
You know.
But I think we
McTominay at 7.
McTominay.
7.
7.
No, I'm not doing
Solid.
7.
Christian, what?
Just, the guy can't pass. It's just
Who? McTominay?
Yeah.
Just speak your mind then. Say it with your chest.
the guy can't pass.
Okay.
What?
What do you mean? What?
He just passes it simple and runs.
Yeah.
Nah, he doesn't even do that.
Disallowed goal.
His
Should have been a
impact,
goal.
he's been so effective
His
in recent
goal
weeks.
impact, you can't deny it. It's not his job. As Roy Keane would say, do your job.
Roy Keane
Okay,
also
what's his
said
job
that
then?
Bruno should be
What's
captain, but-
He's a box-to-box midfielder.
So what do you want from him then?
He's only doing one of the boxes.
Yeah.
He needs to do the other box.
I don't know. You got a centre midfielder that should be in there doing that for him. If he's a
Christian
number
He
8,
shouldn't. We don't have him.
Christian Eriksen.
He's just old, isn't he?
6'5",
And he's not even that old.
6.5.
Looks it.
Probably the best
You're taking
footballer in our team, though.
Garnacho.
I
Direct
think it was
impacts, but
6.5 again. End product.
Product's
Yeah.
missing a little bit.
Bruno.
Needs a 7.5 just for the goal alone.
Yeah.
Won the game.
This one for
I
me.
liked his celebration.
Yeah.
Meant it, didn't he?
Passion. He's reading every article, by the way.
David De
Listening
Gea,
to
David
every
De Gea
comment.
comment as well underneath.
David De Gea shouted him out.
What did he say
What's
again?
he doing, by the way?
He's got his feet up on a sofa with a coffee table and he's just tweeting.
Can we get him in
He's
here
tweeting and
to
just
come and chat to
messaging.
him?
I asked him the other day, he said, no, when I sign for a club, man. When I sign for a club.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, he said.
Paddock
Yeah.
the backup goalkeeper if he's knows
Paddock.
Keep him on his toes. Don't want to go in cold, does he?
No, he needs to be ready, man. Rhythm.
This one for me is very interesting
up.
because
I'll wave the sign.
I don't know where this player's been, if I'm honest with you. Like, all I remember, he wore tracksuits when he scored against Arsenal, first goal, first appearance last season. You know what I mean?
Antony.
Antony,
Terrible.
Mr. Rabona's
spinner.
roundabout fidget spinner.
Yeah.
Fidget spinner.
What is going on with him, boys?
Yeah, he was a 5 maybe.
United's entire forward line just does not create enough at the moment. Hojlund came off the pitch with no shots. Like, what's Fergie doing when you've got a striker as good as he is and goes, so he had no shots today? Surely the rest of you
He's
get
drilling the wide players
Is it?
and the creative players behind him. Because you got to create from... Hojlund's not a player who's going to get the ball and beat 3 people and score a goal. He ain't that guy. He might run from the halfway line if you put him in and chase the ball and run down the centre half and score like that, like he did in the Champions League. But he needs to be there on the end of things. And we've got 2 wingers Garnacho wants to cross the ball, but Antony don't want to cross the ball. He's second or third or fourth fault is to cross it. He wants to do something else first.
Pirouette, do
Yeah,
a couple
but
of step overs
and that needs to change because I mean I said this on air on TNT the other day. Hojlund, Ruud van Nistelrooy, or more or less had Cristiano Ronaldo in tears almost one day because he was doing too much on the ball and weren't crossing it. He's saying, how can I make my runs when I don't know when you're going to cross the ball? That's how Hojlund must feel right now with the wide players that he's playing with. So the difference is Ruud was the main guy, main number 9, main guy in our team, main goal getter. So he had an experienced, he had the kind of the gravitas to go, listen, he could pull up young guys or wide players and go, listen, put the ball in the box. And he said a lot more than that, by the way. So Hojlund ain't that guy yet. He's just there, just getting his feet ain't even under the table yet. So he's going to have to wait, really, unless he's that type of guy who can pull people up. He needs to, because there's too many times I've seen him make good runs when I've been live and the ball ain't coming. And he's thinking, right, how many times? That's why he's frustrated when he got brought off. He's thinking, I'm making runs, no one's passing me the ball.
No striker can live on 0 shots.
No.
Don't work like that, innit?
He's working off minor scraps.
So, well, yeah, I mean, those stats ain't looking good for him either, if I'm honest with you. Yes, you look at the wide players.
No, but I don't blame him. I don't look at Hojlund. He's not to blame. I don't care.
Lastly, just to wrap it up.
You're not missing shots, you're not taking.
Mount, Marshall, Pelistri, Varane.
Yeah, don't
Steve.
need to say anything about it. Just
I mean, Pelistri.
we won the game. We won the game.
Pelistri was direct.
Yeah, he was part of the.
I'd love
goal.
to see him start against Copenhagen because I think you just almost have to get a little bit back to basics with it because I know Antony gives you work rate, but Pelistri gives you work rate. I think there's more product, at least more product potential in Pelistri than there is with Antony.
Yeah.
You know, maybe he's not got his head right over his court case and everything yet. I know it's supposedly
something,
been
yeah.
sorted,
That's
but
something.
like, how do we know that he's in the right frame of mind? And I think he's also, I think he's the other thing Sancho alluded to. I think Sancho was saying,
If he's not performing, am I not getting a team? That's what I'll be saying, though.
yeah, and I think that's what happened. So I wonder how much the whole Sancho situation is weighing on him as well, because it definitely went off in training. There's no way it was just a case of like not doing the burpees, whatever it was.
I don't think that it would have gone off in training with between the players and the manager there. I think Sancho might have said it to the manager, listen, how can you be playing my man there when he ain't scoring or assisting or affecting games? And I'm not getting chances. And I've done all right when I've played on the right-hand side. I think that's what he will be saying. So, but listen, man, you need competition in your squads. But if you're not in a team, you want to know that the person taking your place is doing bits.
Before we move on, Marcus Rashford replies on Twitter to the United stands saying, stop spreading malicious rumours.
What have they spread? What have they said?
From my understanding, I'm very sure it's why he hasn't played. But again, I haven't seen the United stand video, so I can't confirm. But that is definitely the tweet.
He was leaving or something.
They said he was leaving?
Yeah. A future in doubt.
At United?
Really?
So
chatting rubbish.
Okay. Well, that's coming. So
Marcus ain't going nowhere. He's staying at United.
Yeah. Cool.
I like seeing players respond to that. And there's a few players that have responded to stuff recently. But the problem is you make a rod for your back because at some point what gets said is true and you don't say anything and you go,
Yeah, it makes you think that.
Yeah, but if you say it now and you get sold in the summer, different, isn't it? But if you get sold in January, then you look a bit silly. But if you get sold in the summer, then it don't mean nothing.
People will still find a way to.
Do Fulham players chat back to you when you just online?
No comment.
Oh man! All right, listen, Jack. Thank you very much for coming on. Do you know what I mean?
Good to see you, man. I'll see you in the group, bro.
Yeah, I'll see you in the group.
Nice.
Newcastle versus Arsenal. Rio, Steve. I was hurt, man. When you guys were cracking jokes in the group chat with Ashley Williams.
Hang on, we're talking Newcastle Arsenal?
Yeah.
What robbery are you talking about then?
Bro, come on.
Did you play well that game?
Let's be serious.
Did you not play well?
I think it was
a goal.
I think a draw was a fair result because if you look at our attacking options, no one was really pulling trees, bro. Like Callum Wilson, he weren't causing Saliba any problems. In fact, Saliba had a great game. Yeah, and Eddie Nketiah didn't do his job.
So don't take away from Newcastle.
Why are you laughing, bro? Hey, this guy's mad.
Bro.
3 things. It weren't out.
It was out, Steve.
It weren't.
Stop it, man. You and Flex are on some like.
Do you not think the ball was out,
bro?
No. I thought he looked out, man.
Yeah, that was out, bro.
Not when you see the finger from the line.
Nah, stop it, man. It's out.
I would have been pissed
out
if that was me.
But there you go. United get that, and it's out.
Yeah, it'd have been out. If it was United, it'd have been out.
And on top of that,
it ain't a foul, you child.
Pushes.
No, he
Gabriel.
doesn't.
2 hands, bro.
There's no push. He's got his hands on him.
Nah, what are you doing?
I think he went down a bit early, Gabriel.
A bit early.
Yeah.
A bit soft.
Don't get me wrong. He should have got that header out as well.
I reckon if I'm a centre half, which I was, and I go in after the game, I reckon the manager's on me. I reckon, forget what happened before with the ball out. I reckon that situation there, that next phase, I should be clearing that because the ball was actually on his head and he falls.
Because he's pushed, Rio.
No, he is.
No. He's on his way down when his hands get on him.
If you're doing that, if a man's leaning like that,
yeah, he folded like a cheap sticks and ladders board,
bro.
It was just
even
gone.
Outside of the penalty box, right? That is a foul.
No,
if you went up in the air.
I do think it's 50-50, yeah. But I do think that as
it's siding with Jamie Carragher.
No. I do think it's 50-50. I agree with him. I think it could easily be called a foul. But I look at it and from the centre back's perspective, you've got to say like you're there. The ball's coming to you, man. Just head the ball.
He's on his own line and he feels someone on him and he gives it a
Steve.
That's what centre forwards do. Centre halves don't do that.
He didn't dive, bro. He got pushed.
No,
that's a foul.
Joel.
That's a foul. And on top of that,
I want to see it again now.
Let's see it again now. And on top of that, look, we're not going to take away from the fact that David Raya should have got the ball out. You know, he flapped.
Play to the
goalkeeper.
Yeah, the goalkeeper.
Play to the whistle.
What's happening with the goalkeeper situation at Arsenal?
Rio, I think you called it. You actually called it a few weeks ago. I have to give you the props.
Go on, then.
I said that you should just stick Ramsdale back in and everything will be all right. And credit to you. Credit to you. Yeah,
you can't have 2 number 1s. But he's a revolutionary, this action man looking weirdo. No, he's not a revolutionary. He's bang average. He's not even as good as Ole Gunnar Solskjaer if you want to start looking
at the
stats. That's who I'm talking about.
I think that's harsh.
I think it's factual.
I think that's harsh. No, because he's changed the mentality at our club. But just because he's my manager doesn't mean I can't question some of the decisions. He gets the final say anyway. And how
many formations do you have this weekend?
Quite a lot, to be fair. You know, quite a lot. And you know what?
No, not coming on you. I'm waiting for it.
Like the goalkeeping situation for me annoys me because
created a problem out of nothing.
Yeah, that's the creative.
And I'm glad you're talking about the refereeing decisions, because how is Havertz still on the pitch?
Yeah, Havertz was a red card, man. That was a joke.
Was that in the statement that they released?
No.
it wasn't.
No, but do you know why it's
Very
different with
interesting.
Havertz? He did it. Let's just say this is the player, right? When the foot went
cut
up
him in
the
half.
air, it went on the side. It wasn't direct.
It's
You
not
see
what
what
a
I
foul
mean?
is, though. Do you remember Steven Gerrard got one for anticipating the contact?
Yeah.
It's not, it's not what a foul
This is my issue with the way that Arsenal have come out fighting with boxing gloves, UFC gloves on. They're
Arteta, just in case you never saw.
Full Kevin Keegan meltdown.
they're coming out and they're going nuts. But you got given an absolute bligh when Havertz didn't get sent off. That's a red card, mate. It's an absolute red card. It's not even like a query. It's a red card.
Both feet
That
up
wasn't
around.
mentioned in that. Steve said it weren't mentioned in the statement after.
Nope.
Or the meltdown. You got so it swings and roundabouts these games. You win some, you lose some. You get some decisions, you don't get some.
Do you know what happens to Casemiro if that's him? Deported.
Ah, mate, yeah.
Deported.
Yeah, straight to prison. Handcuffed.
He's back in Rio de Janeiro by noon.
Yeah, 100%. And everyone's like caning him. Social media meltdown. Havertz ain't even been mentioned this weekend.
Nope.
Ain't even been mentioned after
I'll
the
bring
game.
him up, don't you worry. Because I know you was gonna, but I'll bring you up.
You lot got a separate group chat.
But do you know
because
what?
the way you lot are coming with these haymakers, yeah, definitely
We've not even
pre-planned.
confirmed
Mate, we've not even spoke about this.
Definitely pre-planned.
It's not.
What did Mikel say? Because we're mentioning Mikel.
What did he say? I think he just
said-
steamed in
he
away.
said-
Disgrace.
Yeah, it's a disgrace. Yeah.
Embarrassing disgrace.
Well, yeah, that's,
and I agree,
yeah.
you are an embarrassing
It's
disgrace.
a disgrace. Stop it,
But
Steve. That's how I feel, and that's how everybody feels in that dressing room. You cannot imagine the amount of messages we've got saying this cannot continue. It's embarrassing. I'm sorry, embarrassing. I feel sick. That's how I feel. I feel sick to be part of this. It's
you know
not
how
good
they
enough,
rectify
and we
this?
cannot accept that.
Do you know what they do? Arsenal become the bigger person here and say, we will internally ban Havertz for 3 games for the red card he should have got. And then maybe karma will deal with the rest, and maybe you'll get some refereeing decisions because you've been really hard done to all season.
Actually,
haven't you?
Gabriel, look at the thing here now. Gabriel has got a good case to say it's a foul.
Told you!
No, he has got a case to say it's a foul.
And if you can see it, why can't VAR see it? What's the point? You've
got a
got
question
3
for you.
incidences there, Rio.
Remember when
3.
Hojlund got rugby tackled in the box?
Oh, mate, against Gabriel again?
Way
It
more
was.
of a foul than that was.
Yeah, that was more of a foul. It was.
Guys,
It was.
Pull it up, please, because
I've seen- I don't need to. I watched that enough
My
times.
focus is on this game. But yeah, if we're talking
I
about
will
this
say to you,
game,
Bruno Gamache should have also
Yeah.
how
Oh,
are
the
United getting
elbow.
pulled
Whoa.
back in the
Bro.
City game? How's that getting pulled back after 2 minutes for this inside the penalty box?
Like the forearm smash.
poor
Yeah, didn't he do
refereeing
like 3
across
of
the
them?
board, man.
Yeah, I don't know. He was
How mad
trying
was
to.
he?
I
How
think
mad was he?
he was trying to get sent off.
I think he wanted like a little, winter sun break somewhere, didn't he?
Yeah, he had a gig somewhere.
I just want to question, overall, some of the decisions that we made.
VAR is messing stuff up.
Forget VAR.
Man United would be. Have we got the most VAR decisions
put
against
the-
us?
6
They put-
times. We've got the most. I think
Net
we've got like
score.
a quarter of all the
Read the net
disallowed
score, 'cause they put this just for you.
goals, yeah. So that's -5 on our net score, but I think we've had 25% or something of the goals overturned.
So VAR's actually been programmed against Man United.
Oh,
There's an algorithm working against us. That's what I think.
You
know what it
always
is, though?
I need to see Howard Webb.
It's how they look at stuff. Like they looked at the Hojlund foul on Rodri, but they don't look at the foul on Hojlund. It's not necessarily that VAR's getting the decisions it looks at wrong.
The nuances.
It's what they decide to go and look at. And sometimes, like with the Harry Maguire thing and with the perfectly legitimate goal that Newcastle scored this weekend, it's that taking the time.
Yeah, the time, man. Jesus, there's trains to catch.
Listen, we don't want accuracy to that detail.
Yeah.
What we want is fairness.
Yeah.
We want fairness, not accuracy.
And,
Here,
you
Steve.
think what Joe Linton did to Gabriel was fair.
I think you should, 1, play to the whistle, and 2, pull your pants up and stop being so soft.
Wow.
Centre halves used to be men.
Well, you know what? The way that they're treating Man United this far, I've got to speak to Howard Webb. I used to have him on lock.
Is it?
Oh, mate, I used to be able to
Everyone
manipulate him.
thinks that.
I used to be able to manipulate the referee used to shout at him, run, and at the end of it, like, I'm going to try and do that at Stockley Park.
Do
I
you
think.
reckon he wouldn't come on during this time, would he?
Would they let us
Howard.
into Stockley Park for an episode?
Should we ask? We've got to ask.
I think
Going
that's
in
what
just cause
I'm-
havoc,
Can
innit?
only say
Like,
no,
yeah,
what
man.
are you doing,
Yeah.
pressing that button?
Yeah, just going in and
that?
cause havoc. Or
Van Dijk
game's
sent
on.
off.
The game's on, yeah. And we just go toilet when the game's
Imagine.
on. And just go toilet and just say, we'll be back in a minute. Right.
Looking
That's
at-
what seems to be going on.
Not allowed to eat here. Right.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Nando's black card getting rinsed.
Jamie Carragher had something to say about our statement because obviously Arsenal put out a statement.
not
He
embarrassed?
said, of what?
Putting a statement out.
No, someone's
would.
got to fight for it. If Klopp can say that a game should be replayed, we should be able to put out a statement.
Right, but that was embarrassing.
Didn't agree with that either.
Yeah, well,
I'll say.
so you got to make some sort of noise, because if you don't, these decisions are going to keep going against us.
You're not worried because he's literally just reversed 180 on what he said. Like, oh,
Yeah.
some VAR.
A couple of years ago. Have you got that quote as well? A couple of weeks ago.
Not here, no.
It will
They
make
said
mistakes,
they didn't
but we
print it
got to
out.
back it.
We've got to back them. The VAR
No,
situation.
we got to back them when it's fair. We want to back look, we want to back VAR.
When it suits you.
No,
Oh.
we just want to back it overall.
When it gives Arsenal goals, it shouldn't.
Guys, we want to back
disallows
VAR.
Garnacho
No
goal.
one here.
When it doesn't give a
we
foul
all
against
want.
Hojlund.
Jose Mourinho said it before. Best. Only thieves don't like cameras. Only thieves don't like cameras. We're all right with VAR. I don't mind that. But if you're going to bring it into the sport where the differences are so minuscule when it comes to winning the league, well, you guys wouldn't know about that, but winning the league and challenging or not winning the league, yeah, we can't afford to be getting this wrong. And it's not even just us. It's not even just us. It's for those teams that are.
Do you know what it feels like to win a league?
I do.
When? What year was that?
Timing doesn't matter.
What year was that?
Timing
You're talking
doesn't
about
matter.
winning leagues. You're trying to throw little grenades out.
Doesn't matter.
Was you like 9?
No, older than that. Older than come on.
You was getting dinner money, bruv. Them times. You was getting dinner money.
A little bit.
How old are you now?
36 now.
36. Okay, so you was 16.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's like
You had your kicker bag on your back or your JD
this is
pass
like
it
me
bag on your back.
watching United win a treble season.
Yeah,
That's
this is
how
what
long
I'm
ago
saying,
that
bro.
is.
It's just too
There's
much.
documentaries about it.
Yeah.
because it's
Let me say it right now in front of you guys. Man United shouldn't be making no jokes, because the way you guys are going, you're not going to be winning the league in total for 20 to 30 years. You are the new Liverpool.
No, but
let's be very.
You're
very
you're
careful.
right in the midst of that right now.
Yeah,
You're
we are.
lifting that
And we're
20-year banner up right now.
And we're closer to lifting it
Yeah,
than
but
you
it's
are.
just that closer, but you haven't done it.
Yeah, we're closer though. That counts though, right?
What does that mean? No,
It does.
doesn't.
We're
No,
challenging now, though.
Challenging. Well done. Oh, well done for challenging.
You lot are getting worse.
Do you know any man that used to get knocked out in the ring, yeah, all the time when he got there for the world title fight but didn't win it? Who's that guy? You don't know who they are. There's loads of them. Don't know who they are.
Julius.
You know the winners. Julius France didn't get close.
Yeah.
You don't know him.
Listen, I'm just saying, let's be very careful with our words.
Why are you not talking about the Arsenal performance? You're just talking about other stuff.
Let's do a. What did
You
we
couldn't
do?
score. Why couldn't you score? What happened?
Yeah, because we're a bit light up top at the moment. Look,
You got Eddie Nketiah got a hat trick the other day.
Let's look.
Eddie Nketiah got a hat trick the other day, you know.
But I thought Martinelli and Saka were generational
All right,
leaders.
no.
What are they doing?
No. Stop
Fuck
it.
off.
No, Steve.
Steve.
All right, let's break it down. I'm not going to run away from the performances. Look
Go
at
on,
David Raya.
Easy target.
I don't really see the difference between him and Ramsdale at the moment. I think Tomiyasu,
He's making more mistakes.
Tomiyasu did what a sometime-ish left back could do. He didn't really get troubled. Saliba, generational. Oh, honestly, boss in the game.
But he was unreal. He played well. He done a bit of skill as well on the ball, and I thought, right, reminds me.
Yeah.
No, it was nice. He's
Gabriel, obviously, I'll give him a 7. All those guys get a 7. Besides Raya gets a 5. Saliba gets an 8. Tomiyasu gets a 7. Gabriel gets a 6.5. 6. Just give him a 6. Ben White gets a 6.
Give him a 5 because he should have cleared it on the line.
Went napping.
And lost you the game.
Went napping. Was fouled. Declan Rice.
He's been your best player this year.
Honestly.
Been your best player.
Honestly. You know, I owe Anton a big apology, because every week he comes on a take on and he goes, he's better than what you think. He's better than what you think. All I say is thanks, Anton. Thanks for the player. But I honestly, right now, I'm thinking, no one's questioning the price tag, Rio. No one should.
That's when you know he's done well.
Yeah, honestly, really rate him. Kai Havertz, Rio. It's okay to say it, man. £65 million. We don't understand what we have, and what I mean by that is we don't know whether he should really be playing or not in general. And if you ask most Arsenal fans, they say he shouldn't be playing. I think he could be playing. He's been played in the wrong position. I think if you're going to bully a team like Newcastle, great defensive unit, you need to be putting Kai Havertz up there to ruffle feathers as a false 9. I don't think that's the game for Eddie Nketiah. You already know they're going to double up.
A false 9's not going to bully anyone.
His game is not around ruffling feathers.
No, but he's
an artistic player.
No, he causes a bit of havoc. He can put himself about. Eddie Nketiah, I'm going with the options that we have, Rio. Eddie Nketiah is not going to do that for you. He's more of a poacher.
Then you question why he's buying the likes of Jorginho and Havertz, because they don't play week in, week out.
Havertz ain't going to really ruffle no feathers. His game's about touch, movement, like.
This is why you've been linked with Ivan Toney, because
he ain't physical. He ain't physical.
No, he throws himself a little bit, Rio. He does throw himself about a little bit. Even if you look at the Community Shield against Man City, man, like he'll draw the fouls. When he's not scoring and he's playing up there, you're gonna get something.
I've noticed one thing about you lot though. When Saka ain't on it, you lot don't have no real creativity, and Odegaard as well.
Agreed.
Like you're big players, them too. It's a bit like Man United. When Man United, Bruno and Rashford ain't scoring or creating, we don't look like a threat. You guys seem quite similar.
No, I agreed. I look at Saka and I think since the international break, he hasn't really been. Obviously he was injured. I think he hasn't really looked the same since. At the same time, I get worried, Rio. Like
a lot of games he's played, isn't it,
bro? If you look at the last 2-3 years, man. Like people only think of last year because of the title running, but even prior to that,
well, I'm not worried. But I'd be really looking at that. Michael Owen's a good yardstick for that. Boy wonder came in, played back to back, week in, week out for probably 2, 3, 4 years maybe.
It matters, doesn't it?
And he look what happened to him. Saka, they need to take care of Saka.
I think Rooney's pretty similar, But
then there's certain people's bodies are just made of different stuff.
I think Rooney.
Yeah, he's made of Guinness.
He was a man.
Yeah, but I think Rooney, he slowed down a bit in these.
What, 34?
30s. No, not 34.
But he went to America and tore up America.
Yeah,
what other player done that?
It wasn't the same.
What?
It wasn't
what
the
other
same.
Player? What other English player went to America and done what he done?
No, I'm not. Listen, I'm not saying. I'm not
at
saying,
that age.
Listen, I'm not saying that Rooney's not a good player. Do you know what I'm saying?
In that touch from 65.
Rooney came out. He came out at birth with a stubble and a hairy chest.
Rooney peaked, right? At what age? What can we say?
23, 24.
23, 24, and it kind of like went downhill from there.
What am I hearing?
Oh my God!
Rooney downhill.
Clip this up now for me, please. I need this everywhere.
Rooney downhill is not the same as other people's
Rooney
downhill.
went downhill from 23, 24.
It wasn't the same, was it? You saw him at Euro 2016. Why is this my guy? But what was going on? He was done out here.
Bro.
He was done. So,
bro,
we have to be careful with how we look after Saka.
I think Wayne Rooney needs to fall off this planet for people to start respecting him properly.
Stats, please. Put up the stats on the screen. Thank you.
It's not even about stats, Wazza. His impact in the team is not measured by stats. He's one of those players. This guy, I've said this too many times.
Greatest.
He had centre backs. He had opposing players looking at him like he was like an alien, like before the game in the tunnel. I know players that were begging for his shirt before the game was even started.
We're not denying his impact, Rio. He is the man.
Yeah, but you're saying that he went downhill at 23 years old, bro. What are you saying?
I'm saying it went. He never went higher.
I need an asthma pump now.
Please.
Someone get me an asthma pump.
It's the truth. He never went higher than that, Rio. And it's like it went down. And I'm not saying because he's not a good player, but because I reckon he played too many games. No. He's been playing since he was 16 years old. Them things, they have an impact, man. No. And he didn't look after his body.
Okay, if you want to do stats, then every single Sunday or Monday after a game, we'd be on the bikes in the gym, the whole team, 25-man squad on a bike, turning our legs over, digital screen in front of us, or the stat man will come with all of the detail about the games, right? My man, all he used to go in there and go, what was my accelerations, and what was my total yards distance covered, and he was always at the top. Yeah, like he weren't waning, he weren't like falling off physically, because he was always at the top of them stats.
Bro,
run more than anyone in the team 90% of the time.
Bro, that's all well and good, but we saw him. Like I said, Euro 2016. It's an example because obviously some people might say, "Oh, it's England. No one, not everyone played well for England." But you could see that the impact that he had was
for England, maybe. But I'm talking for Man United, bruv. My man was doing a madness. He's still winning the Euro.
When he went out the door and he went back to Everton, obviously it was sad to see Rooney go, but it wasn't that sad.
That was the end of his career, bro. I'm talking 28, 29, 30 years old.
How old was he when he left Rio? How old? He wasn't like mad old, was he?
How old was he?
When was he 29 and 30?
How old was he? When he left United, he wasn't mad old. This is what I'm saying.
Pull up the stats.
Like, he was Harry Kane at that age.
Captain of Man United. Hold on, captain of Man United. He must have been 30. Winning the UEFA Cup.
Check the stats, please.
You're trying to put him alongside Harry Kane when my man's trophy cabinet is busting with trophies.
I'm not saying he's not one of the greatest, bro.
You're talking 7 years ago. So you're talking 2015, 2016. He was 30.
Did they win the UEFA Cup then? Did they win the UEFA Cup that year?
17. FA Cup in 15.
There you go. So
how was he then? 30?
Was it 16? No, 15, wasn't it?
So what, it was 31 then?
Rio scrapping to defend his boy. What I'm saying is, at that age, 30, 31, in today's football, right? You can be seeing top players. They're like Lewandowski at that age when he was 31. Like you're looking, thinking, oh gosh, this guy can carry on playing.
It's generations. It's different generations. It's like you can say about everybody. Like in terms of the players now are playing at an age, at a level that we've never seen before. Never seen it. It used to be one, maybe. Ryan Giggs played until he was 40 at Man United, but he was a squad player for many of those years after 30 years old as well. If the truth be told. Yeah, he won't always start in every game. Ryan Giggs, he sometimes won't get his boots on until like November properly.
But the difference with Ryan Giggs and Wayne Rooney is Ryan Giggs was able to adapt to his game and Paul Scholes, and you still saw a high level of performance where you look back at a young Paul Scholes and an old Paul Scholes and you go, oh, you know what? Yeah, you're still levels. Rooney was this wonder kid, goes up there, and then after he hits a particular peak, it just went down like that. And I think it's because...
He dropped into play centre midfield for a while.
You know why I know? I'm telling the truth. Because he's quiet and he's never quiet. All right, let's move it on to Man United 6.
He's quiet because he can't believe what you're saying.
1.
I've got to go, bro.
Yeah, we got to hurry up. Man United... Man City 6.
I think you did.
Well done, mate.
Yeah, we didn't go with it.
Well, I didn't go with it though, did we?
Told you lot, let the side.
And by the way, Haaland didn't score.
Yeah, mad thing, innit?
Mad. But this is the strength of this team. Look at it. Doku's come in and put every right back in the league on notice. 5 goal involvements this weekend. A winger who is he's baking and shaking the fullbacks. Standing them up, get past
Probably
them.
get dropped next week. Because Guardiola loves a bit of that.
I think you just get taken out of team for another player.
Yeah, them guys are all right, man. Bernardo Silva, who's been having a fantastic season, man. Like
Pep said he's one of the best players he's coached, isn't it?
Do you know what? I reckon you can almost put anyone in the 10 for City and they just look incredible. Like they literally made Alvarez.
10.
Just stick him in a 10. I reckon put Stones in a 10. He'd be shitting goals and assists.
Yeah. Obviously, your boy Foden.
2 goals off the bench.
Mate. I don't know if he's trusted or not, do I? I don't know. That's another conversation.
I don't know. This week's about Doku, mate. For the youngest player to get 5 goal involvements in a game.
Yeah, he's causing hella problems. He's got better stats than Jack Grealish. I thought might as well bring that up for Steve. Rio, are they winning the league this season? Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
You're not.
Simple. Okay. We'll come back to that.
Put you lot to sleep. Spurs could win it before you next. No. I went and see Ant Postecoglou. How do you say his name again? Postecoglou the other day. I went and see him. Luckily, I said it right when I see him. I went and see him the other day on an interview with him, and they could be a problem, you know.
What but who they playing tonight?
Not to win this league right now. But I think Spurs as a football club are going in the right place.
Why?
Right direction.
Why?
Because
you can't just say that.
Because the way that the way he talks about it, the way he sees the game, he's very kind of black and white. He's all about creating the right culture within a football club. If you look everywhere he's gone, he's been able to transfer the winning side of things in his game and the way his teams play. Whether he's come from Japan, whether he's come from Australia, whether he's come from the national team to
managed
Celtic,
mad gaffes, hasn't he, really?
And he's managed those teams in similar ways, and with the same end product, which is trophies. Every way he's been, he's won. And I can see him turning it around for Spurs. Premier League, I don't know, but I think he'll get his hands on a trophy at some point.
It's interesting that you say that because obviously they're playing Chelsea and Poch, another manager that you've admired as well for similar reasons. What do you think? How do you think that game's going to go tonight?
Well, we don't. I think Spurs go there and win. I think Spurs go there and win 2-1.
Have you spent a bill and been this bad?
Actually, I'm going to go 2-0. I don't think... I wouldn't be surprised if Chelsea don't score. It's at the Bridge. That's the only thing that maybe they might score because of the fans. But
haven't Brentford won more at the Bridge than Chelsea in the last year? So
that's funny. Where's
Van der Ven, by the way.
Player.
Bala. He's leaving soon. He's definitely leaving soon.
Not if they win.
They're not going to
win. Won't be going nowhere. What a training ground, by the way.
So we got a crack on. Liverpool 1, Luton Town 1.
Can I give a shout out to Ted Mbengue for the performance in that game?
Big performance. Probably man of the match. Kept Liverpool quiet.
He was ready to play. He should have been playing for United. He should have been.
You've said that a long time, innit? A long time ago. He said that. He's had a lot of injuries though. That's been his issue. Injuries.
He's one of them, and he's like he's built like a sprinter.
Yeah.
And he
reminds me physically like Nadim Anoa. Remember Nadim Anoa? So they were really like physically dominant,
bulldog
man.
neck on him and all.
But like quite upright.
Diaz scoring 90 plus 5. Obviously, he's had a lot of stuff happening. With
It's great to see that.
Like that. So
obviously, I'm surprised he's even playing because boy, if that was
great
me,
to see, but I was so wounded when
Was
he
you?
scored.
Yeah, so was I.
I was about to. I was like, get rid of tweet.
So Liverpool move up to third place above Arsenal on goals. Luton Town hold Liverpool for the draw, obviously, and that's it really. And I think Liverpool, are they back in it? Are they?
They're in and around it, but they ain't playing well enough at the moment.
They're pretty inconsistent, aren't they?
Performance-wise.
Other games before we wrap up. Brentford 3, West Ham 2.
Wow, what a game as well. West
Kudos.
Ham.
He should have been
Antonio, man, you got to score. They were 3-1 up, 2-1 up. He'd have made it 3-1 at the back post, and he fluffed his lines, man.
Yeah,
they would have won that game if he'd have scored that, but unlucky.
Anton hasn't replied to me.
Darwin Núñez had 9 shots.
Yeah, most in the game this
this
season.
is the difference. If,
if that's Hojlund, he's getting hammered.
Yeah.
To be fair, he's getting hammered.
Yeah. Burnley 0, Crystal Palace 2.
Yeah.
Schlupp and Mitchell. Crystal Palace doing all right.
They're doing this teaming along, man. Yeah.
What do Burnley do now, right? Are they going to pull the trigger? Because I feel, even though we kind of called it early doors that they were going to struggle.
You did.
What's the point in getting rid of him if you believe in him? I think, yes, they've struggled, but I think let him do it again.
Do you reckon it's the pressure from the fans? Because I've been seeing clips and those guys want the old Burnley back, bro.
They want Daesh,
They want
slewing it down the line in the channel.
Do you know what I mean?
They need to think about where they are, what they can do. Like that old style Burnley was successful for a few years, but I think the game has
changed. Yeah, it's moved on.
I think if you're going to be a club, what are Burnley? Are they going to be a Champions League club? So what are they aiming to do?
But do you know what it is as well? Is they're probably looking at their players as well and thinking, do we have the ability to play this type of football in the Premier League? It's one thing doing it in the Championship.
No. And that was always going to be the answer. So this depends on what sort of impact Vincent Kompany's allowed to have. Is he able to get into the academy, change how they're coaching and bring through players that actually might be able to play this system in 2, 3, 4, 5 years? Because what's the point in having him for 18 months and then giving him a bullet? There's no point in that whatsoever.
I agree.
Well, we've got to move it on. Everton 1, Brighton 1. Brighton, sorry. Ooh, it's getting
can't
a bit
read their
dodgy,
results. I can't read Brighton results, man.
Ashley Young with the own goal. You tried to make a point, bro. Please respect Ashley Young. He's done.
Listen, the guy's got more red cards and he's got goal involvements this year. So
Did you go your way to get that style?
have to go very far.
Sheffield United got a result, by the way.
Sheffield United beating Wolves. That was a good one.
Bad decision in that game as well.
Is that their first win, by the way?
Yeah, first win.
Gary
they
O'Neill's
still
fuming.
Bottom.
See, they're another championship team. That squad is a championship squad.
Yeah.
What are you expecting Higginbottom to do with that? I don't want to see managers lose their jobs
just because
they're not
losing
able to
games,
exceed expectations.
Yeah,
That's the
staying up is the expectation. You just got to try and stay up.
No,
for
that's
your
not
team
an
to come up.
expectation, that's a hope.
No, a hope. Sorry, yeah. Forest too, but how did they beat
Aston Villa 0?
that place? That's what you got to create, a fortress. That place is a hard place to go for every team that goes to Forest, and that's what the teams that have come up have got to get to. They've got to create that because they're getting big scalps there. Last season they got some huge big scalps. So
I like Cooper as a coach.
yeah, they've created something there. They can rely on their home form to stay in this league.
I want to big up my guy Ola Aina because he looked like a problem.
Yeah,
I've seen him a couple of times. Good goal. I mean, honestly, those guys are doing well. Obviously, Mangala with a second. Martinez has conceded 2+ goals from outside the box for only the second time in his Premier League career. I mean, he didn't play for like 10 years when he was at Arsenal, but that's still a really.
You could do with him now, actually, couldn't you?
Yeah, let's get 3 keepers in there and see if that works. I'll throw another formation in the mix.
Right, that's us,
Guys,
man.
that's the end of Vibe with 5. We've got things to do. Wounds to lick. I gotta go and
Playing the Champions League, you got Sevilla.
yeah, Sevilla. I'm gonna be there in the game. Yeah.
I'm going to that game.
What?
What do you mean, what?
Well, you don't think we'll win
No.
at home? Oh,
No,
get
I
out
don't.
of this, Steve. You're chatting rubbish. I'm not even gonna entertain it.
Who's gonna score?
2-0 Arsenal.
I'm gonna go for 2-1 Arsenal.
2-0 Arsenal. Eddie's gonna show up, mate. It's gonna be a beast. You watch. Joel Bayer, Stephen Alson, Rio Ferdinand signing out. Peace. Steve and Rio, we have our live score 6 predictions to do this weekend. Last week we got 3 correct results.
Not enough.
It's another 75 quid, Steve.
not
All
enough.
right. For our chosen charity, the Trussell Trust, who are a food bank charity doing fantastic
Great work.
to support local communities with food parcels. And we've now accumulated £975. That's all right.
Food banks are massive, you know. They need to be supported.
Yeah. No, it's really good for real. Here are the 6 games this week. And with the help of Luke, what are we?
Luke, you better come with it this week. 'Cause
Arsenal versus Burnley.
Oh,
Listen, let me just frame this for you, yeah? Wounded animal. Got done dirty, as you saw on the weekend.
Who, Burnley?
No, Arsenal.
right, okay.
Yeah.
Who are you going then? What do you think?
I think Arsenal bounce back. I'll go with just a 1-0 though.
1-0, boring Arsenal.
Yeah.
Nah, I can't see it.
Well, we ain't got a lot of attackers up front, do we? So
I'm going to go 3-0.
I'm thinking at least 3-0, yeah.
3-0 no, Arsenal, sorry.
Yeah.
Go on then, 2-0 then.
2-0,
yeah?
2-0,
All right,
that's
2-0
fair, go on.
Arsenal.
Man
Man
United,
Luton.
I think you're undercooking this. Burnley have been horrific lately. They
listen.
can't buy a win.
Burnley broke the record
Yeah,
for
but
that.
they're not even like good defensively. Nah.
So we've said Arsenal 2, Burnley 0.
Nah, I think 3.
Well,
Yeah.
we've all gone for 2, so it's all good.
Fine.
Man United versus Luton. Ooh.
I'm going to go for a convincing 3-0 win for Man United at home.
Steve?
That's me last.
Beyond. All right, what are you saying?
I'm the same as Steve. I'm thinking a 1-0. Maybe that's it.
1-0.
Right, against
1-0
Luton, you know.
United.
Right, look.
I agree.
What
I
is
agree.
one
with you.
goal
confidence.
victory?
One-
Come on, man. You've got to show some confidence.
Bournemouth versus Newcastle.
Wait, what's our...
So what are you saying?
I got to go 2-0.
2-0 United.
I don't believe it, but I got to go it.
All right, and you're going?
For
Man United.
Man
Luton.
United, just a 1-0. Yeah.
1-0.
I've gone 3-0. So 2-0 it is.
Big.
2-0 it is. Bournemouth versus Newcastle.
Can't. Newcastle 2-1,
2-1, I feel.
yeah. Newcastle.
Bournemouth 3-0.
What? What are you smoking, man?
Bournemouth 3-0.
Nah,
Because Newcastle
Newcastle.
beat them, it must be amazing.
Yeah, that's it.
Nah, it
it
don't
is.
work like that. You're average.
Bournemouth
What
3-0.
do you reckon?
mate.
3-1 Newcastle.
All right, let's go 3-1. We'll give you that one. 3-1 Newcastle. Aston Villa versus Fulham. Can't call it, man.
They dropped points, didn't they, this week? So
Fulham, yeah, Aston Villa did, yeah.
Fulham are a better team than.
I think Villa will bounce back
yeah, I
and win
think
that.
Villa bounced back.
2-0.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jack.
2-0.
Sweet, you know.
Sorry, Jack.
Liverpool versus Brentford. We've got a Fulham support in the house, by the way. Not happy about that.
Yeah.
Liverpool versus Brentford.
It's got to be a Liverpool.
At home,
2-1.
probably fairly
3-1.
convincing.
3-1.
I don't reckon. I reckon a draw. Another draw.
You think they're falling apart? You think Klopp's not gonna
Brentford are
survive
good,
till
man.
Christmas? It's
Brentford are
Call
good.
Away? Anfield?
It's Anfield as well, yeah. I think they're.
I've
they're
seen
around-
Liverpool at home this season and poor.
Brentford letting goals though. That's the only thing. They let in 2 against.
I say
What are you lot going then?
I say 3-1 Liverpool.
Go on then.
2-1.
2-1 Liverpool. I'll go for
Yeah,
that.
I
Then.
was going to say 4-2. So yeah. Go.
Oh wow.
I think Liverpool going to score quite a few.
Do you?
Yeah.
Oh. Do you play fantasy football?
Yeah.
He knows his shit. I can feel it.
Chelsea versus what have we gone for at the end then?
2-1, wasn't it?
I reckon-
2-1?
Okay, 2-1.
2-1. Chelsea versus Man City.
4-0.
Man City.
Yeah.
4-0. No.
Seriously?
3-1.
Why are you questioning this?
You know what it is?
Chelsea are abysmal.
3-1.
Do you know what it is? It's I think they've got a little bit more in the tank against the bigger teams. I think.
agree.
I'm thinking that they
So I don't see them getting.
It's just judging it on the back that they bowled the shit out of everyone.
Yeah,
No,
This is what
it's
you
not
do.
just
This
that.
is what you do.
No, man.
Look at your performances in these big games. Not turned up once.
You've had one win in like how long?
I'm not
2
saying
hours,
us.
bro.
I'm not saying
You know?
We've won the last 3 away games, haven't we?
There's a rumor that Haaland is like injured as well. So
Alvarez steps in now and bags 3.
yeah,
All right, so then
he
what?
does. To be fair, he does.
What? So what do you say? City 2, Chelsea 1.
Go on if
2-1?
you want. I reckon it's 3-1.
I don't think it's anywhere near that close.
I don't
but-
think Chelsea are scoring. I can't see Chelsea scoring.
Wow.
Yeah,
well,
that's true.
someone's got to make a
Chelsea's
decision because
I'm going City 3-0.
Yeah, 3-0.
3-0. All right, cool. Enter by 3 p.m. on Saturday, the 11th of November, for a chance to win. 18 plus, UK and Ireland only. Full T's and C's apply. You want to end up like
Thank
this
you.
man right here, man. Thank you for coming
Thank you
on,
for having
man.
me.
Nice one, Luke.
Thank
Stay in the building, yeah?
Yeah.
Just stay over there and just watch.
Show people what they're missing
Live.
out on.
Yes.
Go on, show them quickly.
There we go.
Way!
There you go.
Thank you for
Nice one,
having me.
brother.
lads.
Cheers, Luke.
Nice
Thank
one,
you,
Luke.
bro.
Thanks for supporting the team,
Cheers.
man.